So, you want to own your own home, but you're one of the over 80% of Americans with less than perfect credit. You don't have enough money saved for a down payment, and/or your debt-to-income ratios are so high that the only person who will lend you money is your mother, and she still wants a cosigner. I know that sounds funny, but these are just a few of the reasons why tens of millions of Americans are still renting, instead of owning their own home. And the worst part is, most of them have convinced themselves they will never be able to own a home, or they're waiting on a miracle, instead of doing anything about it. So, why should you do whatever it takes to own your own home? Well, I'm glad you asked, because here's the facts. According to a 2021 report provided by the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development, the average homeowner in the U.S. has a net worth of approximately $200,000, while the average renter only has a net worth of around $5,000. This statistic alone should have you wanting to buy a house immediately, so you can start building equity for yourself instead of your landlord. Think about it. Every rent payment you make pays for a house or building owned by someone else. They get to benefit from the cash flow, equity, and tax deductions. And what do you get? Exactly. You get a roof over your head for another month and nothing else to show for it. This is why MWR Financial created our Cashflow system, combined with our Keys to Home Ownership program. Imagine having everything you need to increase your cash flow and income, so you can increase your buying power and save the money you need for a down payment. Or, how about having a team of financial experts who will get your credit scores back into the best shape possible, while lowering your existing bills and your debt-to-income ratios, all at the same time? Sounds amazing, right? Well, it is, but that's not all, because our team of affordable housing experts will even help you locate and purchase your new home for you now, regardless of your past credit history or your current credit scores. Yeah, you heard me right. Our experts will help you determine how much of a home you can qualify for. They will assist you with locating the home that meets your needs, buy it for you, and allow you to rent to own or lease with the option to buy, while our cash flow experts help you get your finances back into the best position possible to qualify for conventional financing. And if conventional financing ends up not being an option for you, your affordable housing expert will owner finance the property for you. In other words, we can structure the option that works best for you, and becoming a homeowner no longer has to be just a dream. It can actually become a reality. With that said, if you're tired of building equity for someone else and you're ready to own your own home, get back to the person that shared this information with you, and let us help you get on the right path towards home ownership once and for all.
Some of you guys are going to have $2,000 and $3,000 per day. What would you do if you had that actually coming into your bank account, right? Well, here's the thing. Our company, MWR Financial, we are the ultimate cash flow company. I want to give you guys a better understanding on what a wealth principle is that somebody told you about, called cash asset cash flow. Our organization, the Extra Digit Movement, what we do is we show you how to grow your net worth one digit at a time. We show you how to increase your cash flow one digit at a time. The number one principle you need to write down is simple: cash, asset, cash flow. A lot of us were never taught this, but you got to take some cash. Now you want to buy, build, or grow an asset of some type, and then that asset should create more cash flow for you. Listen, real estate, precious metal, fine art, vintage cars, stocks, cryptocurrency, Forex, commodities. What would you do right now if you had an extra $2,000, $3,000 a month? Some of you guys are going to have $2,000 and $3,000 per day. What would you do if you had that actually coming into your bank account? Our company, MWR Financial, we are the ultimate cash flow company. Founded by a gentleman by the name of Brian House. He's had $4 million companies. The man does not lose when it comes to business. Now, my name is Brian. As if I didn't mention myself earlier, I founded the Extra Digit Movement. Our organization partnered with MWR Financial and set some major records. I was able to retire when I was only 22 years old. But what people don't realize, I lost my first $1 million in my 20s because nobody showed me the things I'm showing you guys tonight. Nobody showed me cash, asset, cash flow. Nobody told me that my money's supposed to bring in more money. I failed my way all the way to the top. And in my 30s, I was able to recover. And I sit before you guys as a millionaire to tell you, you can do the same thing. but you got to start doing certain things. You got to start living by certain wealth principles. The Extra Digit Movement has the most $1 million residual ring club earners in the company. Our motto is live a legacy, not just leave it. We're going to help 100,000 people make that a reality. We want to start living the actual legacy. And we do that with 3 different cash flow streams. It's real simple. First, I'm going to show you guys how to get cash flow from your current income. Then I'm going to show you guys how to get cash flow from business income. Then I'm going to show you how to get cash flow from passive income. Go ahead and relax. Write this down, $99 a month. What MWR has done, we have trained professionals in all these different areas of expertise. We're going to lower your taxes. Our membership gives you an average of $200 to $600 a month back into your household. Collectively, we've saved $250 million in taxes for our members for 99 bucks now. We're going to help you eliminate debt by getting the cash flow that you have back from the banks. Collectively, we've saved or reduced 37,000 years in debt from our members' debt elimination plans. We average about $64,000 in savings in debt per member. See, this is what you guys got to remember. If you want to be wealthy, everybody on this Zoom can be wealthy, everybody. But the first step is to create cash flow from the money that you already have. See, as long as your money's going out to the banks and to the government and big business, and you got high expenses and high taxes and high debt, you'll never have any cash flow coming in because every dollar you make is going to those 3 things. Our membership actually averages $2,000 per member. On average, we bring $2,000 back to your household. Guess what else the current income can do? We're going to increase your credit scores. The first thing we're going to do is you're going to upload your credit reports. You're going to upload your credit reports to our portal. We threw the credit restoration in as an added benefit to increase your current cash flow. The average credit restoration score is a 126-point increase. I'm going to show you guys now in a second how we increase your actual cash flow and bring in business income. So I now earn thousands of dollars per day, 1,000 yesterday, 1,000 the day before. Yes, even on Sundays. Yes, the day before, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000. So my base is $30,000 per month. This goes all the way up to $8,500 a day. Can you guys imagine a couple of $1,000s a day? Can you imagine a credit score in the 700s to 800s? Can you imagine lowering taxes, debt, and expenses and your current income and showing people how to get their current cash flow up brings in these kind of checks every single day? If we can get you $2,000 a month back in your pocket, minimum. Some of you guys are going to make $2,000 a day. I just showed you. Some of you guys are going to make $5,000 a month. That's cool. That's an extra $60,000 a year. What kind of assets would you grow? What kind of things would you do with the extra cash flow that you're bringing in? The business is going to bring you some business income and cash flow. Now you need something passive, something that you're not working for. Right now, our firm owns acres and acres and acres of land in Antelope Valley, California. It's in Southern California. It's some of the most valuable real estate in the country. We own it, and I'll show you guys how you can get a deed to acres of land, and it grew by 36% last year. Guess what? In February, we're launching our first-time home buyer program. We call it Fire Your Landlord. If you can rent, guys, you can afford to own. And guess what? Your credit score has nothing to do with this in our program. We're going to help people become homeowners with this membership. Then we have what's called a managed fund, where you can start participating in double-digit returns, not just single-digit returns. When we launch the real estate program and the managed fund, those are the things that are going to make the membership increase in costs. But guess what? Everybody come off mute and do me a favor and say, not for me. Your cost is grandfather. Say,
Not for me, bro.
Not for me.
Y'all are locked in, man. Y'all are already locked in, okay? Replay hits, and I give you guys a chance to go do that real quick while I talk. My name is Brian M. Bean, the founder of the Extra Digit Movement. That website, again, is howtoincreaseyourcashflow.com, or you can just go to Facebook and type in Extra Digit Movement. We're a group of people very excited to show you how to increase your cash flow, how to get out of debt, how to start investing. How are we buying land? How are we buying assets? How are we buying cars? How are we buying homes? It's a very, very, very unique situation where we pull the curtain back and show people the rules of the wealthy. And I'm no different, guys. I was overworked, underpaid not long ago, feeling like I was robbing Peter to pay Paul. I had Peter and Paul looking for me. It was not very fun. And now I find myself in a position where my net worth is over $1 million. I will be a decamillionaire in a relatively short period of time. A lot of the investments and things that we're going to show you will help you get uninterrupted compound interest. We get paid every single day, as much as $15,000 per day. We have a staff of experts that are going to help you financially with all your income streams. So I'm going to show you guys some things and let you know up front, everything I'm showing you is documented. We're not on trial. This is the real deal. This is not something you got to be skeptical about. This is not something you need to worry about. The investment is pennies on the dollar. We already have people who are actually living their wildest dreams or starting to live their wildest dreams because we're just getting started. So I'm just going to take you on a quick journey. I'm going to tell you a quick story throughout. I'm going to introduce you guys to some people, and I'm going to show you all of the documentation. Now, I need to do a quick pivot real quick. I need to buy some time, right? And by some time, I just need 2 minutes. So I'm going to open up a little different real quick. I want to open up with maybe 2 extra digit members whose lives have changed, right? I just need about 2 minutes real quick. So 2 members whose lives have changed, that our experts have changed your life, done something for you astronomical. Your bills are down, your credit is up. Just 2 members, just raise your hand real quick. I need y'all to talk real quick while I buy some time. I got any volunteers that want to tell me exactly what's happened with them in the movement? Just do me a quick favor and hop on. All right, Miss Lysandra Davis, do me a favor. Let everybody know where you're from and let everybody know what the experts have done for you, and I'll be right back.
Okay, good morning, everyone.
Yes.
My name is Lysandra Davis, and I am from Swainsboro, Georgia.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
I can. After Lysandra, I want Miss Gwen to go and then Issa. Talk to me.
Okay, all right. Lysandra Davis, I'm from Swainsboro, Georgia. What experts have done for me in my household, my husband and I both have credit scores that have increased 50 points since being a part of MWR Financial. As well as for me, initially, I received lower taxes and pay increase in my paycheck. But since then, I received a promotion at work, but my taxes did not change for what was coming out of my paycheck. It stayed the exact same. So my salary increased, but my taxes taken out of my paycheck did not increase because of having MWR Financial. And this past year, we saved $15,800 on our taxes. So in addition to me paying the exact same taxes that I did when I was making less, because usually, you know, it say if you make more, they take more. But for us, because we had MWR Financial, I made more, but they didn't take more. So we saved $15,800. And then I last week had my consultation with the diversified cash flow account experts. So we are getting ready to go into that for our investments.
All right,
Thank
good.
you.
All right, good. Now I'm gonna show you guys how all that works. I appreciate it. Ms. Lysandra. So what she's saying is she got an instant pay raise on her job, but because she's making more money, don't mean she got more taxes, because our experts help you put more money in your pocket, and your husband's credit score is up as well as yours. Thank you so much. Ms. Gwen Dawson, I need 30 seconds because I'm back. Just give me 30 seconds. What did our experts do for you? Let the new people know what they can look forward to.
Well, I want to say thank you. Good morning, everyone. Thank you, Mr. Brian and Bean. These amazing experts have changed me and my family's lives. I have been retired for 17 years, and I couldn't get an instant pay raise. I had a set income, but this company and the extra digit movement and the strategies Mr. Brian Bean has shared has changed our lives. Our credit scores are up. from me being transparent of 543 to a 688. My husband also was 600 to 750 points. My daughters, they came into the company, they said, hire your children, and we did. We're helping them to get financial education. Their credit scores is up 120 points. We wrote off $20,000 in medical bills, $40,000 in just expenses. And we were able to take an old car from fixing it, what MWR Extra Digit did. That money we didn't ball out. We paid off debt. We also was able to get a 2016 car. So now we don't have to run around fixing an old car. We have a new car. But this company has changed my life. I want to say thank you. Also, my husband, this company helped my husband retire 3 years ago at Game Changer. So we're living our legacy with our children. We're building generational wealth, and our money's going up $1,085 a month, Mr. Bean, every month. Thank you.
All right, she's cash flowing over $1,000. Let me just ask you guys a question. What would you do if you had an extra 1,000? I've been blessed enough to earn an extra 30, 40, sometimes $50,000 a month because of this business. High 5 figures a month, working from home, living out my dreams, and showing people how to protect it. Mr. Green, I'm gonna save you for another chapter while I get started. Okay, come on back in a second. So let me show you guys how this works. Real simple. I want you to write this down. Cash, asset, cash flow. This is a wealth principle that you have to adopt in your life if you want to create income and success for your family. I want you to write down cash, asset, cash flow. Now, what exactly does that mean? We're going to show you guys how to take some cash. Like Gwen, she generated an extra $1,000 a month. The reason she bought a new car and not fixing up on her old one. The reason her husband retired, they got all their debt eliminated. Their credit scores are up over 100 points. We're now buying assets, and those assets generate more cash. Now, on average, we bring you about $2,000 a month. On average, in our company, we cash flow an extra $2,000 a month. So the question becomes, what would you do if you had an extra $2,000 a month? Some people 6,000, some people 10,000, some people 30,000. I just told you, I often hit upwards of 40,000 and close to 50,000 per month. What would you do if you had that kind of cash flow coming in? A lot of you guys will buy what? More assets. Well, that's because you got to understand, if you're not investing, you're not even on the road to wealth. Let me make sure you got this. If you're not investing, you're not even on the road to wealth. You got to get some real estate. You got to get some precious metal. You got to get some fine art. You got to put your money in things that outpace inflation. Once you do that, you're on your road to success. So who we are is simple. We are MWR Financial, the ultimate cash flow company. We surround you with experts. You heard Lysandra, right? Her taxes are down. Her and her husband's credit scores are up. We surround you with a staff of experts. And what we do is put you in a position where your membership helps you with every area of your finances. You need your credit restored, we got you. You want to get the government out your pocket, we got you. You need your debt eliminated, we got you. You need your bills lowered, we got you. You need consultations on investments, we got you. You want to purchase some land, we got you. In other words, I'm going to show you 4 basic things that we do under one umbrella for pennies on the dollar, and you'll see why we average about $2,000 a month. I want y'all to put that in the comments. $2,000 per month on average. Cash flow. $2,000 per month on average is our cash flow back into your pocket. So we've been around 4.5 years. Now, here's what I want to talk to you guys about so you can have an open mind. We're not looking for everybody. I'm not looking for Mr. and Mrs. Skeptical. I'm not looking for Mr. and Mrs. Prove It To Me. I'm not looking for Mr. and Mrs. Is this legit? I'm not looking for Mr. and Mrs. How do we know? I'm looking for the person who's been looking for something for quite some time. You got to remember, this is a trade-off. We spend our time educating you. Our experts spend their time helping you with your finances. You got to spend your time watching this overview. You got to spend your time getting trained by us to show you how we make thousands of dollars per day. So it's a trade-off. But if you're hungry and you're looking for a ground floor opportunity that's been around for 4.5 years, if you're looking for a debt-free company that you can work digitally from home, if you're looking for an organization of positive people, then hey, let's collaborate. I want y'all to put that in the comments. Let's collaborate. So we are the Extra Digit Movement. MWR Financial is the company. The extra digit movement is the organization. So MWR cuts the checks. That stands for Make Wealth Real. On this Zoom, we are extra digit. We have the most $1 million residual ring club earners, right? We have the first young lady to ever earn the residual $1 million ring. We have the second young lady to ever earn the residual $1 million ring. Ladies, do me a favor and come off mute and say, I'm next, if you see yourself being next in line for that $1 million residual ring. Let me know.
I'm next.
I'm gonna introduce you to those individuals. So we're just a bunch of entrepreneurs. Some of us are firemen, some of us are educators, some of us single moms, some of us network marketers, some of us attorneys, some of us doctors. It doesn't matter. If you want your cash flow to increase, we got you. If you vibrating high and you've been looking for something like this, a community of people, we got you. So I'm gonna show you guys how we get these checks. So hold your horses. This is just a real example. I promise you guys that all the screenshots that I show you, I'm gonna share with you, right? Real deal, not just talking, living proof. $6,000 in one day. This is my back office you'll get when you get the membership. $6,000 in one day, $11,000 it grew, $14,000 it grew. We get paid every single day. Now, let me be transparent. I literally had a job coming out of Morehouse where I was making $976 every 2 weeks. I'm not knocking that. All I'm saying is I now make more money in one day, right? In 1 week than my job was paying me in a whole month. I make more money now in one day than my job was paying me in 2 weeks. It's actually scary when you guys think about it. Hold on one second. Okay, sorry about that. So these are the daily checks. These get as high as $15,000 per day. $15,000 per day. So I'm gonna show you guys this in a second. These are the 4 things, if I had to summarize what we do, this is what we're gonna do with your money. Number 1, we're gonna increase your cash flow. Write these down in your notes. We're gonna create some cash flow. Those are the checks I showed you. We're gonna multiply your money, and then we're gonna protect it. There are a couple of slides I want you to remember. This is one of them. If you get confused about anything and you don't understand anything else I talk about, I need you to know we're gonna increase your cash flow first. We're gonna create some cash flow second if you want some extra money. We're gonna multiply your cash flow third, and we're gonna protect your cash flow fourth. Now let me let the air out the balloon. Do you have to tell anybody about this business? No. Will your cash flow increase if you don't tell a soul? Absolutely. Can you multiply your cash flow if you don't share this with anybody? Absolutely. Can you protect your cash flow if you don't sell anything? Absolutely. The only thing you got to remember is if you want the daily checks, you want to bring people to a Zoom like this. If you don't want the daily checks, the other 3 things that we do on this screen are open for you also. So yes, your current cash flow that you have can increase. Yes, the current cash flow that you have can multiply. Yes, the current cash flow you have can be protected. Here you go. Breathe easy. $149. $149 one time. I'm sorry, $149 per month is the membership. Now, I'm gonna show you guys how some people only pay it once or twice, because I'm gonna show you how to have it pay for itself. But your membership is $149. Now, this is the key. A lot of these things I'm about to show you individually is worth $149. Some of the things I'm about to show you individually are worth $149. Let me give you an example. Our average tax savings is $200 to $600 a month. That alone is worth $149, but there's more. The average credit score increase is 126 points. That alone is worth $149, but there's more. The average debt elimination is $64,000 per member. That alone is worth $149, but there's more. Our collective investments as a group or a company, $250 million, $250 million, just to be part of a movement like that. That alone is worth $149, but there's more. Okay? So when I tell you guys the average $2,000 savings or cash flow for $149 per month, would you trade $149 if the household got back $2,000? Just let me make sure I do my audio check. Just come off mute and say, I will trade if $149 to get you $2,000. Would you do it? Okay.
Yes.
I would
I will trade for $149 for
Trade.
$2,000.
Basic math, y'all. Just do some basic math. So I'm gonna show you everything in green first, then I'm gonna show you the stuff in pink. Lower your taxes, check. Raise your credit score, check. Lower your bills, check. Get out of debt, check. If you're renting, we got a program called the Keys to Home Ownership, check. Diversified cash flow fund, private banking, land banking, trust funds at a huge discount because of the membership. All of that's $149. Now, here's the other slide. If I had to give you a snapshot and somebody said, what do y'all do? Here's the shortcut. 3 things have to go up and 3 things have to go down. If I had 2 minutes and I was on, let's say, some huge TV show, radio show, podcast, and they say, Brian, you got 30 seconds. Tell us what MWR does. This is exactly what I would do. I would say 3 things go up, 3 things go down. In order for you to get wealthy, you got to have credit scores in the 700s and 800s. You can't be borrowing money at high interest. We got to have cash flow that's coming in every single month. And we got to have investments that come in so we won't work the rest of our lives. Those 3 things have to go up. But Brian, what else do you do? 3 things have to go down. Taxes have to go down. The government got to get out your pocket. Debt has to go down. The banks have to get out your pocket. And your expenses have to go down. You got to stop giving big business all your money. That's all I would say. So the membership alone, if I had to summarize it, 3 things go up, 3 things go down. This is the screenshot right here that's going to help you solve all your questions. Now, the question becomes, do you want to put some people on a Zoom like this and introduce it to others? That's how we get the daily checks. I have a lot of guys that I hang out with. We're still cool. I've been very, very blessed and fortunate to retire when I was 22 years old. I just turned 48 about 2 weeks ago, right? So over 25 years, I worked right out of my house since I was 22 years old. But I still hang around a lot of the guys. A lot of my friends haven't changed their mentality. So they're like, Brian, wait a minute, let me get this straight. I got to pay the $149 every month. I'm like, yeah, let me ask you a question. You pay your credit card bill every month? You pay your student loans every month? You pay your cable bill every month? Do you pay your light bill every month? Do you pay your gas bill every month? You put gas in your car every month? Do you pay car insurance every month? Do you have a car note every month? See, the old person I used to be will look at $149 and get nervous. I can't afford nothing else. No, the problem is I had too many credit cards. The problem is I had too many expenses. The problem is I didn't need, all them cable channels. The problem is, you see what I'm saying? A lot of my friends, I had to become the new person on the right shoulder. And that's how I became a millionaire. A lot of my other friends, they still the old person. They got that old person talking to them about all the things that they can't do. Here's what I want to tell everybody before I answer your questions. You're going to have to do 3 up and 3 down, whether you join MWR or not. Does everybody understand what I'm saying? We just get paid for doing it. You're going to have to get your credit scores 750, 800 if you want the low interest rates, whether we do it for you or not. You're going to have to invest so that one day you won't be working. If you're not investing, then that means you plan on doing what you're doing right now for the rest of your life. Oh, Brian, I got Social Security. Have you looked at the statement lately? Brian, I got a 401k. Did you see what happened in 2008? Did you see what happened during COVID for people's 401ks? You can't control that. But Brian, I got a pension. Have you seen the cost of living since your pension was created, if you're lucky enough still? Have you seen the cost of living over the past, 5 to 10 years? So the old methodologies don't work. You have to invest, whether you do it in our company or not. You got to have positive cash flow, whether you do it in our company or not. You got to get the government out your pocket, whether you do it with us or not. So I tell all my buddies, I'm like, guys, y'all don't understand. Y'all have sit here, watch me for 25 years, become a millionaire. You watch me have freedom and flexibility. You watch me travel the world, and you still haven't changed your mindset. Don't be like a lot of my friends. That's all I'm saying. Please understand that sometimes God will send you a messenger. The person that introduced you to the Zoom, shot you a link, or showed you a video, or somebody called you this morning and said, you gotta see this. This is why. All we do, put this in the comments, is upload. All we do is upload. So Brian, how do these 6 things work? Simple. Whatever the experts ask for, you're gonna upload into your portal. If we're fixing your credit, we need your 3 credit reports. Upload, we're gonna give you a link, you download your credit reports, you upload them into a portal, and then you chat with us, and you get a monitoring system, and you see the experts going to work on your credit. Brian, how do they lower our taxes? Simple. Upload 2 pay stubs to the portal. We look at your pay stubs, we adjust what's called your W-4, you upload it, we upload it back to you, you take that to your employer, your taxes come down. Brian, how do they lower our bills? Simple. Give the experts what they ask for. Upload your cable bill, upload your internet bill, upload your pest control bill, I've seen people upload their Sirius XM radio and get it lowered, right? I have 2 properties. I'll show you guys in a minute. I just purchased 20 acres up the street from my primary, and my pest control bill, my security system bill, my gas bill, all my bills are down. My cell phone bill is down $600 a year, $50 a month. We negotiate all your bills. You upload your bills. All we do is upload, the experts go to work. Now it's time for your consultation. You're gonna do a private Zoom, confidential between you and the experts. Y'all gonna sit down and talk. They're gonna look at your situation. Then they're gonna recommend some investments and show you long-term how that beats traditional investments. All we do is upload. Very, very powerful. And now I'm gonna show you guys in a second how we get paid every single day, right? Now I had my friend Issa was out there earlier. He wanted to share his testimony. I want y'all to hear this for some of you guys that maybe joined us late. Here's another example of what the membership can actually do for you and how easy it is. And anybody else in EDM, I'll take maybe 2 more. Raise your virtual hand. I want the new people who just joined to hear you guys. Raise your virtual hand if you have not spoken already. Issa Green, thanks for volunteering, man.
Yes, good morning, everybody. I'm excited since I've joined. Since I joined this movement, I've been like very, very blessed. I went in. First thing I started to do was upload my 3 credit reports from TransUnion, Experian, and Equifax. So I uploaded those credit reports. My credit score went from a 646 to a 721. And then I also started to participate in what we call the DCA, which we're going to get into some of these terminologies, but it's like becoming your own bank. And so I actually got a part of that. And now I'm actually a part to where I'm eliminating my debt over a period of time. I'll be debt free in 4 years versus traditionally when I would be going the regular way, I'd have been debt free. I would have been in debt for like almost 30 years. And so I'll be debt free in 4 years. And so I'm just excited. I actually am, my membership pays for itself. I'm actually at that point, and I'm just excited, and it's been a blessing since I've started. And Brian Bean is definitely my mentor. And I thank you very much, Brian.
I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. Y'all don't understand. When we put you on certain systems, right? Some people to eliminate debt, we use what's called a snowball system. Some people to eliminate debt, we use what's called an avalanche system. There are different things that we do based on your needs. Everybody's needs are different. So the man's credit score is up. He's become his own bank. He's been in the business less than 6 months. And I just want y'all to understand he's living the dream, even as a business owner, right? Jason Thomas, what's up, man? Give me your before and after. Give me the 30-second version. How you been, big guy?
Hey, I'm doing awesome, Brian. So real quick, man, 19 years active duty federal service, Army. And what I didn't understand was that as I was getting promoted after promotion, getting more money and more money, how I was still living paycheck to paycheck. And it wasn't until I uploaded my last 2 pay stubs and my last year's tax return to the experts, and they got me back $200 per month. That's $2,400 a year. I like that product and that service so much that I started telling a bunch of people, Brian, and the company started paying me $20 a day. That's $600 a month. When you combine those 2 numbers together, 600 and 200, that's $800 extra cash flow that was coming back into my household. The company got me out of debt within 2 months. Took my credit score from a 644 to the mid 700s and allowed me to position myself to where I have a private reserve account. So now I'm in a position to be able to grow my money at double-digit returns. And these past 2 years, Brian, I've been able to turn all my meals, my miles, my electricity, all that stuff. I've been able to turn my expenses into deductions to a tune of about $55,000 per year. So instead of getting taxed on 70,000, they can only tax me on 18,000. Instead of getting taxed on 69, they can only tax me on 21. So, hey, I'm loving this company and I appreciate the time, sir.
That man know his numbers. That man know his numbers. I love it, Jason. I appreciate it, man. Hey, Angela, do me a favor. I'm gonna bring you up on the Comma Club, okay? I want you to stay there. I'm gonna show them the comp plan, Angela, and I'm gonna bring you back. Is that okay? All right. I got Cashflow Christie on the call. Christie, we're gonna fill some of these questions together. For those who don't know, Cashflow Christie is the first female to earn the $1 million residual ring. Y'all give it up. Come on, people, and give us some love. Give us some love. Give us some love.
Hey,
So, Christy, this is your favorite part. This is the Q&A section, right? So you get a chance, y'all get a chance to ask Cashflow Christy any questions you want. But here's how we have to do it, right? She loves the questions. So if you're new, here's how you got to phrase it. Because I'm going to show y'all the comp plan. But here's how you got to phrase it. Your name, let us know you're new. That means this is your first Zoom. This is your first Zoom. That means you've never seen this before. You're not in the business. And your question is, that way she can take as many as she possibly can. Your name, you got you're new, and your question is. Christy, we appreciate you for joining the Q&A session. Let's go, new people. Raise your virtual hand before I do the comp plan. You got any questions for Cashflow Christy? Any questions? Brand new people only. All right, Christy, they're getting shy because they see you. They like, hold on. Question number 1, new people going once. Question number 2, new people going twice. When I get to 4, it's over for the Q&A. Brand new people come off mute, hit the space bar. Question number 3. All right, either I'm doing a really good job or y'all scared of Cashflow Christy.
You're doing a really great job, Brian. That's what it is.
You think that's what it is? Okay.
I think that's what it is.
So, Christy, you got the $1 million residual ring. They don't have any questions, so that means we got more time. What's your story? What you want to say?
MWR has definitely been a blessing for me, guys. I was bartending at the world's busiest airport, had some amazing mentors like Mr. Brian Bean that took me up under their wing. And it's been a blessing. I've been able to hit the 300 a day mark in this business. But Brian, what I'm more excited about, the other day I had the pleasure of pulling my 19-year-old son's credit report, right? My 19-year-old has a credit score of 766, okay, at 19. To be honest, Brian, I didn't hit the 700s until I was full grown. I was well into my 30s, right? So what it says is what we're doing is not just leaving generational wealth, but we're living it while we're here. And that's how it's supposed to be. A lot of times we hear people say, oh, I just want to, leave some stuff for my kids or leave some stuff for my family. But what about not only leaving it, but living it while we're still alive and can enjoy it? So the fact that, he has a 766 credit score, he's working his job, he has a business here where he's making $100 a day in the compensation plan. This is what I deem as as putting our kids first and giving them a head start. I'm not, the type of mom that was like, okay, at 18, you got to get out of here. No, I'm the type of mom like, look, don't be in a rush to get out here and start paying bills, because once you start, they don't stop. So it's important that we give our kids a head start and let them also see the benefits and reap the benefits of having a financial head start that most of us didn't have the opportunity to have because we didn't have this type of information. So I think that's really important, especially now.
That's it, man. We always talk about living the legacy, not leaving a legacy. This country will sell you on only leaving something behind. No, man, let's live life to the fullest. I'm riding this thing until the wheels fall off every single day, getting excited. Thank you, Christy.
You're welcome.
You guys are going to meet some more of our Comma Club members. Christy's a $1 million residual ring club earner. She's the first young lady. Yeah, a lot of y'all just told me y'all gonna be next in line. So how does the money work? Let me show you guys how the money works as I wrap up. So you guys didn't have any questions. That's cool. You know that the membership averages about $2,000 a month without you telling a soul. Here's some of our most powerful testimonies. These guys are also $1 million residual ring club earners. Charles and Judith Ivory building their dream home after Charles was laid off because of COVID just 3 years ago. How is it that now the detachment on their home is bigger than some people's houses? Their detachment, the one that they use for the gym and any extra cars and the extra, it's bigger than most people's houses. They pay for their land with cash. They're both in the 800s. Same thing with Shirley and Trevor Thompson, just moved and built their dream home here in Atlanta, Georgia, or north of Atlanta, Georgia. There's Christy Howard, you just heard from, the first young lady to earn $1 million ring. There's Miss Shana Rawlings, who bought her first home after joining MWR Financial. She's the second $1 million residual ring club earner. Our newest testimony, Mr. Don Wilson, he just purchased 10 acres of land for his lovely wife in Puerto Rico. That's right. Now the land is theirs to do what they want to do. They're going to live in Puerto Rico when it get cold in Chicago. They got 10 acres to spread their wings. What do you want to do? That's the question. That's the question. I haven't even shown y'all the money yet. I know y'all like, Brian, get to it. All right. Haven't even shown y'all the money yet, but these guys are both in the 800s. Student loans gone, debt free. Don has a memorabilia. He collects sports memorabilia. The gentleman is amazing at what he does. His assets just continue to grow. When you put your money into something that continues to grow, you just got to sit back and watch your net worth increase. So y'all didn't have no questions. All right, let me show you the money. Here's how this works. Write this down in the comments. $100 upgrade. So for $100 more, now you have a business. Like up until this point, we're just showing you how to make your own money grow, the money you have right now. So for $100 more, you got a full-fledged business. So you're still getting everything in green. Taxes down, debt down, my 3 up and 3 down scenario. But now we're going to show you what's in blue. Here's how you get your 149 back. Number one, you introduce somebody to our Zoom. Introduce somebody to our mobile app. I'm going to demo our mobile app for you guys before I go. Introduce somebody to our membership. You earn $50 per person that you introduce. That's not a big deal. You're not going to get rich and do cartwheels off $50. We just want to show you how your money comes right back. So it's like taking money out your left pocket, putting it in your right pocket. Now, your momentum bonus. Put this in your notes. 150, 450, 900. So, for example, my good friend Crystal, who you just met in the introduction, she got in one day, she signed up her friend the next day. She's got one, right? She hadn't even been in the business a whole week yet. So she's on the way to get the momentum bonus. You get 3 people within 30 days, that's 150. They get 3 people within 60 days, that's 450. They introduce 3 people within 90 days, that's 900. So here's how it looks, just so you know. Watch what happens. I'm about to throw a lot of money at you, but I'm gonna take my time so you understand this. Let's say this is you. Like this is Crystal who just joined the business. This is you. So you got one person, then 10 days later, somebody else saw the Zoom or the recording. They said, I'm in. Then 10 days later, somebody else saw it. They said, I'm in. Not only did you earn 50, 50, and 50, but you made 150 because all this happened within 30 days. You see it? So this is 150. Now, it doesn't matter how fast you do this next one, but if you get one customer, one person says, I don't want to make any money. I just want to build a business. That's fine. I'm sorry. One person says, I don't want to make any money. I don't want to build a business. I just want the experts to help me out with my finances. That's fine. That's called a customer. 1, 2, 3, plus 1. You now earn 150 per month. I want y'all to put that in the comments. 3 plus 1 equals self-funded. We call that the business now pays for itself. Because you got 3 people to say, I want to make some money. And one person says, I just want help with the membership. 3 plus 1 equals self-funded. Your business now, the 150 pays for itself because we giving you $5 a day over 30 days is 150. Now, people say, why is that a big deal? Well, number one, your overhead is not covered. But here's why it's a big deal. These 3 guys got in business for themselves. They didn't get in business for you. They want their business to pay for itself too. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. You now earn $600 a month. Put this in the comments. 12 equals 600. You did not know 90% of these people. You will not know 90% of these people. I have thousands of people in our organization. In my organization, thousands. I don't know 95% of them. This is the beauty. you now earn $600 a month with 12 people in your team, of which you won't know 90% of them. That's leverage. Now, something special happens. Every time your team grows by 6 within a week, this is called a performance bonus. So we knock this out every week. You now have 12 people on your team. Your back office is going to show you, you got 1, 2, 3 this week. You got 3 days left. You got 4 days left. You got 5 days left. Whatever you got left, it's going to show you a little clock. When this number hits 6, you got $300 added to your check. So let's do some math. 12 people in your team, half of them go on vacation, 6 of them go on vacation. But that week, you had a Crystal on your team who got 1 the next day. Everybody got 1. The other 6, you made $300 more. The next week, 3 people got 2, $300. The next week, 2 people got 3, $300. The next week, 1 guy got 6, $300. You earn $300 a week, and your group is anywhere from 12 to 24 to 36 people. Isn't 6 coming a little easier since it's more people on your team and you got a small group? Everybody's just getting 1, you're getting $300 a week. Brian, that doesn't sound like a lot of money. Well, let's look at it. You got $600 a month coming in on another plan. So that's $600 a month. Then $300 a week is $1,200. Potential each week, 300 is $1,200. So you made about $1,800 and you just got started in a home-based business. That would help some people's mortgage. But for those of you who need some big dollars, all right, Brian, get to the big money, Relax, I got to just start off small here. Those 3 get 3. Now, this does not have to happen perfectly. And it, in fact, will not happen perfectly. It won't happen perfectly. Really, I'm just showing you people because you can relate to people. All of these are really just points that are adding up. Do you all know when you have 12 people in this team, 12 people in this team, and 12 people in this team? So what has happened so far is just that 3 people wanted $600 a month, just like you. 3 people said, I want that $300 a week potential, just like you. Your team grew to 36. Something special happened. Stay with me. You now earn another daily check. Yeah. Your check now, the first one, that used to be 20, is now 50. You see this? You're now making $1,500 a month minimum, $1,500, and you now earn another check, anywhere from $30 to $150 per day, per person, as your team grows. Here's what it looks like: 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, all the way up. So you're going to start with 30s in addition to your 50s. So some of you guys are going to be earning $80 per day. Your 50 you get automatically because you got 36 people on your team, and you're getting 30 per person per day. So the next screen I'm about to show you is 1 check from me in 1 day. Now this is going to be hard for some people to understand because most of us don't we see everything in 2 weeks, in 1 month, but we get paid every day over here. So the statement I'm about to show you is 24 hours, 1 day. The same thing is going to happen for you because all you guys are pioneering different areas. So on this day, I saw Mary hit my check, 30, Elijah, 30, 30, 50, 100, 30. There's my 1,000 I haven't gotten to yet because I earn $1,000 per day. Just like the person before this earned 50, I'm at the level where I make 1,000. So as your organization grows, you won't know 90% of it. 1,000, 50, 50, this is 1 day, 30, 70, 30, 70. So as you guys can see, when you start averaging 1,000, 1,500, 2,000, 750 per day, every day, look, man, I ain't the wealthiest person in the world. I ain't even the wealthiest person I know. But I'm gonna tell you something. It gets serious when you start when you start making 4 figures a day and it ain't always $1,000. You start investing that money, you just start to watch your net worth just soar. Now, I want y'all to do me a favor. Come off mute and tell me the city that you plan on dominating. Just name out your city real quick. I don't know where you at. Where you at?
Augusta, Georgia.
What happened?
Bill.
If you can't speak, just put it in the comments as well. Put it in the comment. These are the different cities that y'all are going to dominate. Do you all know that as your cities grow, like for example, I just left, the last city I was in was in Orlando, Florida. We signed up 10 people at a table. We just did the cash flow conversation. 10 people signed up, boom. Before that, I was in Jekyll Island. I was in Hinesville with Charles and Judith Ivory. Boom. Everywhere you plant your flag right now, all these bonuses have to come through somebody. I just want you to be the person that says, I'm taking this thing serious. There's more money before I go. This is everything we've talked about so far. 3 people, $5. 12 people, $20 per day. That's $600 a month. It's $150 a month. This makes your business self-funded. This makes your business pay. This makes your business profitable, $600 a month. 36 people, $1,500 a month. But what you didn't see was that I jumped all the way down to where I am at 1,000, right? I'm approaching national director, which is $1,500 a day on this next one. You see, when you start getting up in these levels, it gets serious. But I want you to see this. On your way to 1,000, let's say you get half of that, or a little more than half. You got to settle for, I don't know, $650 per day. Would you be excited? Oh, let's say you got to settle for $400 a day. 12,000. Yeah, 12,000 a month. Would you be excited? Oh, you got to settle for $300 a day. You know, 9,000 a month. Would you be excited? Okay, Brian, I don't want 1,000 a day. I got to settle for $200 a day. No problem. 6,000 a month on the side. Would you be excited? These are the kind of people we have in our organization. I want to hear, before I go, I'm going to show you guys how I bought the 20 acres of land, how I'm turning that into an asset, how MWR helped me do it, the mindset you got to have before we go. If you're in the team, my 45 minutes of fame is up, but you get a daily check. Raise your virtual hand. And I want you to talk about, I'm going to pick about 2 of you guys, 3 of you guys, what impact the daily check and the compensation plan has actually had on you, right? I promised Miss Angela, come on back, Miss Angela. You just joined the Comma Club. How has this actually helped you?
Yes, Brian, I'm so glad to be on this morning. Can you hear me? Okay.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you so much for your leadership. You're doing a fantastic job. And yes, so for me, it has helped me tremendously, just the whole program, because basically what was going on with me is I was in the banking industry for 20 plus years, and I wasn't educated on how money works. So I was basically just paying into a 401k program and just not seeing my money grow. So I was looking to build wealth, and I felt like my dream was kind of dying. And so when I got with this program and got with the experts, they were able to just help me take money that I had here and there, because like you say, we all have income. We just have a cash flow problem. So I had to figure out how to handle that. And in working with the experts, I was able to reduce my expenses by getting my credit score up by 66 points, going from the 600s to the 700s. So that in itself allowed me to really reduce how much I was paying in expenses and how much I was paying for money. But the big thing was I was able to really cash flow back in $2,200, Brian, just by using this program. And because I had such success with it, I was able to actually become my own bank and retire early.
Wait, $200 per what?
$2,200 per month.
Okay, there you go. All right, I want to make sure you're cumulative.
Oh yeah, $2,200 per month. And I did that in working with the experts, because they were able to help me pay off $38,000 in debt in about 18 months. So with that money, I was able to then see a way to start investing and putting my money somewhere where I had access to it before retirement age. And because I did so well with it, Brian, the big point was that I was able to share this with other people, and just building a team of 36 people allowed me to get a residual income coming in at $50 per day. That's the Comma Club. And when I tell you that hits differently, because I get $1,500 right per month above and beyond what I've retired on. So this is just amazing. And I've invested in several vehicles that I can see building the legacy while I'm living the legacy. So I would encourage anybody to definitely get with the team of experts that can help them understand how money works and how to put that together for them to have financial success. And I thank you so much for that. And to my direct mentor, Mr. Chuck Hollywood Harden, because he is the one that introduced me to this whole program. So I just wanted to thank both of you all. Yes.
You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. Keep up the good work. I see a newbie out there, Timothy Young. Talk to me. Come off mute for me real quick. What is this daily pay done for you guys? This is your daily pay. I need to know about your daily pay.
My daily pay is taking care of my membership. My membership is the most important thing with MWR as I continue to build a team. But I'm just so thankful for your lead. And I watched the video from you when you kept on talking about that goblet you drinking from. And you also mentioned that that the gifting platforms do not work, or why they don't work. Anyway, I've been turning on to you for years, and I just appreciate you and love you. But it's made a difference in my life. I got a free membership.
I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. Let me hear from AJ Albert. AJ, what you doing with the extra money, man? Every day it's coming in.
Hey, Brian, first I would like to say I had to pull over to make sure I could get this message in. But like I said, you're a great mentor, man, and I'm glad I could follow your lead and got access to you all the time. But it completely changed my life. After the membership cash flowed $2,172 per month, then I started earning that residual income. Now I'm in the Comma Club and I earn $50 a day. That's $1,500 a month. That allows me to invest over another, on top of that 2,107. Now I can invest in that $1,500 a month. And now I have private reserve accounts for my kids. I have Airbnbs. So I'm just growing, man. The cash flow it changes your life. That little bit allowed me to retire and not have to go get another job.
I love it. I love it, man. He's cash flowing $1,500 a month from the $50 a day, $2,000 a month from the experts helping him. Another Airbnb in the book. So you got more residual coming in from your, what's that, the third Airbnb or your second one?
Third
one. All right, man. Yeah. I love it. I love it. Let's go, Charlotte Hudson. Talk to me, Miss Hudson. Come off mute for me. How you feeling today? One of our new superstars in the Comma Club. She just hit the Comma Club last week on her way to $3,000 a day. I mean a month.
Hey, BB, how's it going, everybody?
Happy birthday, girl. You still out in Miami somewhere celebrating? Where you at? You gotta tell us. You ain't gotta tell us, but you celebrating?
I'm celebrating life. You know you got me, right?
Talk to me.
Okay, so super excited. The biggest thing for me really is the trust. Definitely excited about the $100 a day. Gosh, I worked for corporate America since I was a kid. That was my dream. Got fired multiple times, made good money along the way, but just like the young lady earlier, didn't understand money, really, to be honest with you, until I got into this industry. And then more so when I connected with the man of the hour, Mr. Brian Bean. I'm telling you, he knows I don't really like to speak unless I know. And then I'm just, I don't know, I think I'm in the middle of something. But the bottom line is this. MWR is the best thing out here. I've been in multiple programs, spent tens of thousands of dollars on things, and I'm just gonna keep it a little bit raw. I just off the cuff. But it's $149, $249 a joint to be a part of this this program. It's priceless. I'm one that does well in real estate, and I love when BB says, yeah, you know, you can have rental properties, you might net 200, but 12 people, you get 600 here. And if not just for the network alone, it's worth. Don't just mention all the programs that we get for the 149. It's really the network. It's the mindset training, because anybody can show you, almost anybody can show you how to make money. But over here, we show you how to develop the mindset to keep the money, to grow the money, and protect the money. That's all I got right now.
That's it. Well, that was enough. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, listen. The gentleman I want to bring up now, last one, he's actually featured on our Extra Digit Connect app. If you haven't seen it, when you see the app, you got to see his training. He's a regional in the company. That means he's the second highest tier in our program, is regional director. When you get featured on the Extra Digit Connect app and people can watch you every day and watch your mindset and show you how to overcome odds and show you how to make the money and show you how to get daily checks, he's one of these individuals I want to bring up last. He's done a great job in our company. Give it up. Chuck, come off mute for me real quick. Mr. Harden, what has the business done for you, man? How's that daily pay coming?
Man, first off, thank you so much for what you do, man, for taking time out your day just to share your experience, your knowledge with everyone. We truly do appreciate you. And I'm going to stick with the daily guarantee because we do learn a lot with the company. We do have an opportunity to grow. We do have an opportunity to get our money to multiply, but it's something about having some additional income.
Yes.
Something about having that additional cash flow coming in that can change you just a little bit. And I truly believe in multiple streams of income. I truly believe in that, right? So the fact that my daily guarantee gives me what I call options. It gives you options. If you think about it, you pay car insurance just in case something happens to your car. You pay life insurance in case something happens to your life, home insurance in case something happens to your home. Where your job insurance at?
That's right.
What if something happened to your job, and how does that affect you holistically, right? With everything. So the fact that we're at to a point where we're now getting a consistent, daily guarantee. Put up this out here real quick.
Back it up a little bit. There you go. There you go.
It is right, consistently coming in. And it's the thing. I tell everyone, it doesn't start right there. It didn't start at $200 a day. And $200 a day still might not retire anybody watching this webinar. That's about $6,000 a month. But with an additional $200 a day help on top of what you get from your job right now. And I always use the word additional because you don't got to quit your job to do this. Because guess what? I didn't. I still work a full-time job right now. But now I have additional income. And this is the great thing about this income is this is not the fruit. This is the seed.
There you go.
Imagine what you could do in your family if you had an additional $200 a day coming in. What could you invest in? What kind of property would you want to buy? What real estate, what fine art, what would you want to do if you had the additional income and just know it can get there, right? If I scroll back to the beginning, my first text is $5 a day. Then I went to 20, then I went to 30, then it went to 80, but we just keep going. And think about it this way. MWR is paying you to go to the next level.
That's it.
So they paying me $200 a day to get to $300 a day.
That's it.
So you got to understand what we're doing now is different from anything you've ever seen. I know you've probably seen a lot of things in life. This ain't that. I just got to tell you, this what we doing ain't that. We are creating wealth, not just making money. And I hope I answered the question because I'm not exactly sure.
No, you did, man. Wait, the answer to the question is options and we always talk about freedom, options, and choices, and you hit it on the head. You got choices now, and I love that, man. You got life insurance, you got car insurance, you got medical insurance. Where's your job insurance? That's a gangster note. Y'all better put that in your notes somewhere. Appreciate it, Chuck.
Yes, sir.
Y'all go check Chuck out on the mobile app, Extra Digit Connect. So that's my hour of power, guys. We do this every first Saturday. We do these on Wednesday nights, but every first Saturday, we like to just load you with more people, show you all the experiences. Every first Saturday, this is the first Saturday, so we usually use about an hour. But on Wednesday nights, same time, not same time, same Zoom, same password, at 8:25, we do a Wednesday nighter. That's about 30 to 45 minutes on Wednesday night. So you guys can always come here on Wednesday nights. So on Saturdays, we do a little bit more because we don't get to see everybody often on a Saturday morning. Now, for those who don't know, I'm doing a state of the team address after this in about 30 minutes. I got some stuff to show you guys. I got some important training to show you guys. I'm doing a state of the team address for the team at 11:30. So before I go, I want you guys to see what unlimited possibilities actually look like. First of all, write down these dates: July 7th, 8th, and 9th. I'm putting together a powerful squad of people that's going to show you this passive income. July 7th, 8th, and 9th here in Atlanta, Georgia. You want to get registered during the State of the Team address? I'm going to give y'all a sneak peek into our new venue, a sneak peek into our new suite, your new hotel rooms. I got video and a sneak peek. I'm going to show you guys for July 7th, 8th, and 9th. Why is that date important? Well, I'm bringing in the people who specialize in this passive side. I'm bringing in the gentleman who is going to show you how to get down to 0 to 5% taxes. How do wealthy people use this system called a complex trust? What's a complex trust? A business trust, a family trust, and your foundation or your 501c. How did I cash in on now this year paying the lowest amount of taxes I will ever pay, even though I'm in the top 5% income earners in the country? How? Because it is structured right here. So you don't get this kind of stuff in schools. How do you get a business trust started? The business trust disperses to your family trust. You are the trustee on your family trust, and your children or your spouse, or whoever you decide, on your family trust. Then the family trust pays the foundation. Now you're creating your own endowment, so you put your money into work through perpetuity, like the Rockefellers, like the Oprah Winfreys, like the LeBron James of the world. How do these billionaires do it? They got what's called a complex trust strategy. You normally have to be up there to have this kind of strategy. We teach you how to get this same strategy for pennies on the dollar. July 7th, 8th, and 9th, for example, I'm bringing in our trust expert. I'm bringing in our private banking expert. I'm going to talk to you guys more about that on our State of the Team address coming up here after we take our break. So when you understand that taxes is an option that you can minimize, imagine every dime that you possess staying with you longer. You cannot miss this event right here, July 7th, 8th, and 9th. I'm gonna take y'all on a virtual tour coming up here in a second. Here's the 20 acres that I purchased because of this business. We don't have a lot of water in Atlanta. I found 20 acres with a lake in the back, fully stocked with bass, brim, catfish, crappie. I created the asset out of what? Out of this lake. My backyard. Atlanta's the new Hollywood, right? Tyler Perry is here. They shoot The Walking Dead here. They shoot Marvel Studios. Marvel has a studio here. They shot Spider-Man here. They shot the Avengers here. Well, guess what? I have production companies who use the lake in my backyard. I turn the backyard into an asset. I have entrepreneurs and food trucks turn my front yard into an asset. I have family reunions. This guy owns bounce houses and had a festival in my front yard. I turn the house into an asset. Everything I do, the woods are now creating cash flow. From the tent community, they had a big party in this big bubble out in the woods, built the fire pit and slept outside. Why? Because I turned the woods into an asset. Then one day I got this contract, washer and dryer outside, tent outside, hot tub outside. What are they doing? The Georgia Lottery rented the property, Bean Acres, and I created cash flow. When the Georgia Lottery knocks and says, hey, we like your property, you want to shoot, you say, open the door and come on in. So a lot of people in Atlanta or in Georgia may have seen this commercial that was actually shot at Bean Acres. What's my point, guys? My point is you got to start dreaming big. You got to start thinking big. I'm not building an amphitheater in my backyard. I got the parking lot leveled and finished on my 20 acres. We'll now have our vision retreats at the extra digit campus known as Bean Acres. You see, so these are the kind of things that we're doing. Do you want to be a part of it? Listen, get with the person who invited you. Let them know if you're a number 2 or you're a number 1. Brian, what's a number 2? A number 2 says, I just want the membership, right? You don't want to make any daily pay. This is the number 2 right here. You just want to get the membership alone. That's the $149 per month. A number 1 says, are you kidding me? Shoot, for an extra $100 one time, I need to go on and get the whole thing. That's the number 1. Both of them are $149. The monthly is still low. So the monthly doesn't go up just because you want to make money. That's the $100 upgrade. The person who invited you is going to give you a link depending on what number you tell us you are. If you're number 2, we got you. If you're number 1, we got you, right? And you get started during the break. At 11:30, look at your clock right now. I got 25 minutes Eastern. I'm coming back right here for our State of the Team address. I'm gonna show you how our new extra digit app works. For those who don't know, it's the most powerful thing on the planet. I'm gonna give you guys some mindset to take you into the spring and to the summer to pack out Game Changer. I'm gonna give you guys a virtual tour with the video I have of our new facility so you can get your seats reserved. And I'm gonna give you guys the extended challenge that we have for the quarter. So come back for the State of the Team address. Go let your whole team know. Do not miss the 11:30. Sign up during the break, new people. I'm Brian Bean. See you in the magazines. Have a good night. Good day.